students, I welcome you all on the online study platform of Sri Academy. Dear students, today we will discuss the two other poems which is given in the third poems, like the third poem. So you may call them the tale of that poem. A Tiger in the Zoo. These two poems are also related with the tiger and the panther. Their life, there is also comparison between the tiger's life in their natural habitat and in their in the zoo. So you can call them the tale of that third poem, the tiger in the zoo. These poems are also related with them and same alike them, and they are very casual poem that is given you here to make you more understand about that poem. So we will read them casually and understand their meanings. So the two poem is given here. One is about tiger and second is about panther. Tiger and panther both are from the same family. They both belong from the cats family. They all are alike cats. Cat के ये बड़े रूप होते हैं जैसे tiger. The same tiger also resemble cat, and panther is also a same kind of animal. Panther means tendua. Panther is also known for its strength, its running capacity, and tiger too. But tiger, there is a difference between tiger and panther. Tiger had the strips, the vivid strips, as we have learned in our earlier poem. But panther doesn't have that strips. He has clean body, and both have the same kind of quality. They are very fast in running. They are very strengthful. They have the great strength to walk, to run, to lift, to clutch. So they are the mighty animals. They are the representative of strength, and we should enjoy the poem here. At first we will discuss about the poem Tiger. Its writer is Peter Niblitt, and writer is also very casual. I searched about him, but I didn't get anything more about him to discuss. That's why. And these poems are very casual to read and only enjoy. But here is a task also given to you, that you write your view about the poem, about the tiger's life and will, about tigers' life and their original natural habitat, and in the life in zoo. So come to the lines. A tiger behind the bars of his cage growls. The tiger behind the bars of his cage snarls. The tiger behind the bars of his cage roars. Then he thinks it would be nice not to be behind bars all the time. एक टाइगर है. A tiger here is given who is put behind the bars, who is in the zoo. Bars means जो छड़ें होती हैं, जो जाली होती है, जहाँ जो कंक्रीट सेल को कवर करती है, that is called the bar. And a tiger who has put inside the bar is thinking about, and he is growling. Growls means gurrana, roaring, making a voice of anger, making an anger sound. And the same tiger is behind the bars is snarls from his cage. Snarls means दांत दिखाकर गुर्राना, to make an angry sound while showing the teeth. There is difference between growls and snarls. Growls means only roaring, only making the sound, anger sound, and in snarls, the animals who snarls used to show their teeth while producing the anger sound. And generally you have watched the animals like dog, even dog are also snarls. They show their white teeth and then produce the sound of anger. So here the same case with tigers also. They are from behind the bars. They are producing the growling sound. They are snarling. They are growling. They are roaring. And but after that he thinks कि it would be nice not to be behind bar all the time. ये बहुत अच्छा होता अगर हम हमेशा बार के ही पीछे हमेशा ये कंक्रीट सेल में ही बंद ना होते, इससे बाहर भी होते. देन ही थिंक्स, उसके बाद वो सोचता है आफ्टर एंड द टाइम, बिकॉज दे स्पॉइल माई व्यू. क्यों वो ऐसा सोचता है? बिकॉज ही थिंक द टाइगर थिंक दैट people has spoiled his view. People has spoiled its view, means the tiger, what the tiger's view in freedom, when when the tigers were in the freedom, when they were in the freedom in their original habitat, that is the jungle, they can catch any animal, they can run as fast as they want, and they can walk anywhere, they can talk, means they can roar anywhere, they can, as we have learned, as we have read in the earlier poem, that the tiger who is in the well used to make roar, used to frighten the near villages, used to roam around them, and with his terrific nature. So he means here the tiger who is put inside the bar is thinking that they have, the people who have catched me has spoiled my view. आई विश आई वर विल्ड. मैं इच्छा करता हूँ अगर मैं विल्ड हुआ होता. नॉट टू सो, नॉट ऑन सो. ये सो मीन्स इन द जू properly tigers or any other animal are put for the show. They all are put behind the bars in different sales, and they are people used to watch them, used to enjoy them, and so they are using for the show in the zoo. But here not, but only not is the zoos only, not a single purpose that the animals are put in the show. जू के केवल एक ही पर्पस नहीं होते केवल एनिमल्स को शो के लिए रखना, बल्कि उन्हें प्रोटेक्ट करना भी होता है. the animal, the species who are extinct, who are danger in its original natural habitat, so they were kept out, they were kept from there and put in the zoo. That's why the people, means the persons who are taking care of them, they can care more easily, and they can make them survive in the zoo. The people are also creating the artificial atmosphere of their natural habitats. अगर जो जानवर एक्सटिंक्ट होने लगते हैं, जो डेंजरस, जिनके लिए उनके नेचुरल हैबिटेट्स में सेफ़ नहीं रहता, बिकॉज ऑफ द पोल्यूशन, बिकॉज ऑफ द अदर रीजन्स, so then the governments kept animals into the zoo also. Means not zoos only, not zoos have not zoos don't have only a single purpose to keep animal on the show, but to save also. जू का केवल एक ही पर्पज़ नहीं होता कि एनिमल को शो पे रखना, बल्कि और लोगों को एंजॉय करवाना, बल्कि उनको सुरक्षित भी रखना होता है. जब उनका नेचुरल ओरिजिनल हैबिटेट ख़त्म होने लगता है, डिस्ट्रॉय होने लगता है, तो उन एनिमल्स की सुरक्षा के लिए उनको जू में भी रख दिया जाता है. सो हियर व्हाट द टाइगर थिंक कि आई विश आई वर विल्ड नॉट ऑन सो, बट इफ़ आई वर विल्ड. एंड देन ही अगेन हियर इज सी हियर द टाइगर हैड टू थाट्स. फर्स्ट he is thinking about his life in the wild, ki they have kept me, they have spoiled my view. But he start thinking what happened if the tiger was in the wild. But if I were wild, hunters might shoot me. अगर मैं जंगल में रहता तो maybe hunters might be shoot me. But if I were wild, food might poison me. अगर मैं जंगल में होता तो मानो कोई फूड मुझे जहर के रूप में कार्य करता, कोई जहर उत्पन्न हो जाता मेरे अंदर. बट इफ़ आई वर विल्ड, वाटर माइट ड्रॉन मी. हो सकता है कि कहीं पानी बढ़ जाए और वो मुझे डुबा दे. देन ही स्टॉप्स थिंकिंग. और ये सारी चीज़ें सोचने के बाद वो अपनी थिंकिंग को स्टॉप कर देता है. एंड द टाइगर बिहाइंड द बार्स, the tiger behind the bar of his cage growls, the tiger behind the bar of his cage snarls, the tiger behind the bar of his cage roars. और फिर उसके बाद वहीं growls करता है, snarls करता है और roar करता है. So in this poem a tiger had two thoughts. First, in the first stranger, means he has the thinking about about his life he is assuming his life in the wild, and then he starts assuming the danger of the wild, and then he just start snarling, start growling, and start roaring. So this is the poem. Next poem is about panther. It's by Rainier Maria Reich. So panther is also, as I told you, is the same kind of animal like tiger, but panther doesn't have any strips on his body. He has the clear skin. The come on the panther. Panther means tendua in Hindi. So his vision from the constantly passing bars. Its poem is an imagery. It's not the in the earlier poem a tiger. Here their tiger was thinking, but here it's an imaginary poem. A person who is imagining this poem. His vision from the constantly passing bars has grown so weary that it cannot hold anything else. It seems to him there are 1,000 bars, and behind the bars no world. ये उसका विज़न है कि जो उसका विज़न मीन्स उसको जो पैंथर है उसको देखने के लिए एक जो कॉन्स्टेंटली बार्स के पीछे वो रहता है. इट्स ओरिजिनली अज्यूमिंग अबाउट द टाइगर, अबाउट द पैंथर हु इज़ पुटिंग बिहाइंड द बार्स, who is inside his cell. So a person is means a person is thinking about that panther, that condition of that panther. So his vision from the constantly passing bars, his panther's vision, उसकी दृष्टि जो कि वो constantly passing जो bars हैं उनके बीच से वो देखता है, has grown so weary that it cannot hold anything else. बहुत दुखी वो नज़रें, वो निगाहें बहुत दुखी हैं जो कि और कोई भी चीज़ नहीं देख सकती. It seems to him there are 1,000 bars and behind the bars no world. और वो सोचता है कि यहाँ बहुत सारे बार, हज़ारों बार्स हैं और उन बार्स के पीछे there is no world, because there is loss of freedom. There is, when you are not able to enjoy your freedom, then you don't have the ability to express yourself, ability to keep yourself free, ability to develop yourself. That's why the poet thinks that this is the end. Putting behind the bars is like the end of world. As he paces in cramped circle, paces means speeds, his speeds in cramped circle means a narrow circle, a छोटी बहुत सकड़ी जगह, over and over, और वो उसी के बीच में उसी narrow circle में इधर से उधर घूमता है. The movement of his powerful soft strides is like a ritual dance around the center in which a mighty will stand paralyzed. और जो उसका ये जो पैंथर क्योंकि because panther cell is a narrow cell, that's why the panther used to roam, used to circle, used to pace his body inside the circle. And it's like this, when this is the movement when the panther used to walk, that is like a ritual dance around a center in which a mighty means a person, an animal who is full of strength, and that the person who has a great strength is like stand inside the cell like a paralyzed person, like a paralyzed being. a टाइगर, पैंथर जो है बहुत ही ताकतवर जानवर है, लेकिन सेल के अंदर रखने के बाद वो अपने आप को पैरालाइज्ड महसूस करता है. मीन्स कोई काम ना कर पाने वाला, कोई भी मीन्स डिसएक्टिव समझता है, वो अपने को पैसिव समझता है. Only at times the curtain of the pupils lift, और उसी समय जो बच्चा ये सोच रहा है उसका कर्टन हट जाता है. एंड इमेज इंटर्स इन, और एक इमेज आती है. रसेस डाउन थ्रू द टेंस्ड, और उसकी तरफ वो दौड़ता हुआ जाता है. अरेस्टेड मसल्स प्लंग्स इनटू द हार्ट एंड इज़ गॉन, और वो अपनी मसल्स के साथ उसको अरेस्ट करता है. वो जो पिक्चर उसके सामने आती रहती है, और यही सोचता हुआ वो जंप करके उस फिगर को उसको अपने अंदर इम्प्रेस करके, एंड ही केप्ट दैट थिंग्स दैट ही इज थिंकिंग इन हिज हार्ट, एंड इट्स about the story, means it's about the situation of the tiger, about. And this story also think about also discuss about the panther's life, their miserability in zoos. And the in your syllabus these poems are given to you for making, for developing your behavior, for developing your sense of knowledge for the animals, your sensitivity, your sensitivity towards the animals, that don't only enjoy them in the zoo, don't disturb them in the zoo, because they are feeling themselves as the paralyzed. So don't catch animal also, let them be in their original habitat, don't destroy their original habitat because of the pollution, because of the industrialization and other reasons, because of your own happiness. Don't destroy their habitat, take care of them and let them free, let them enjoy their freedom. So this, it's all about the story, it's all about the poems. Read casually and write the summary and theme of the poem, what the poets are trying to deliver you, what the message they want to send you through these poems of animals. Three poems they have give you, three consecutive poems they have give you about the tiger. So write your thinking about. And also I want to make you write an essay on the condition of animal who is living in the, means write an essay type of answer, means long answer about the about making comparison and contrast of the tiger's life in wild and tiger's life in inside the zoo. Both perspective, positive and negative, should be discussed in that long answer. सो राइट द आंसर। एक आंसर आपको लिखना है लंबा, जिसमें ये कंपेयर और कंट्रास्ट करते रहना है कि कौन सी लाइफ बेटर है टाइगर के लिए, इन द विल्ड और इन द जू। और दोनों पर्सपेक्टिव लिखना है कि जू के क्या नेगेटिव पॉइंट हैं, क्या पॉजिटिव पॉइंट्स, एंड वाइल्ड के क्या नेगेटिव और पॉजिटिव पॉइंट्स है। उसके बाद लास्ट में कंक्लूजन में व्हाट यू हैव टू राइट दैट which means कि what we should do for them to let enjoy their freedom, और हमें क्या करना है उनको उन जानवरों को उनकी फ्रीडम को enjoy करने के लिए। And this is all for today. Thanks.